Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable the way I feel.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 19 carries, 67 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week. It's a pretty good...
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
3rd and long. It's Newton. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
A loss of 4 yards. And it's 3.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Newton on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Newton. Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of can being can. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Newton's pass.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 97 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in the running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
Tackle made by K'Wan Short. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
The pass.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Panthers will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. It's now a shotgun snap for Newton. And now he's going to use his legs.
That's another Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Second and 5.
Now it's Newton.
7-yard line.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he stopped immediately there. They call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton to the right side and complete to Thomas.
Newton's pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is McCaffrey. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton steps away. Now he'll pull it down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here comes the Bears punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Muscles him off. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
The Bears. They'll take over.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And really, you can't have a better situation than this. First and goal at the 1. Back to throw here. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Panthers' 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Chase
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From a yard out, and the Bears have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Moore now on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second.
Throwing again is Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And at the 40
to the air again, Newton. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Newton over the middle, open is Thomas. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's second down and 10.
On second and 10, Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Roses to add the extra point. Makes it 14-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Roses on to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10. At their own 28.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. Second and 4. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Prime. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the score line. 17-3, the final score. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. 24-10 was your final. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. 31-10 was the final score. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, Bears.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
What's up, man?
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
On the stop. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 25-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. Out to his left. He'll run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Again to Christian McCaffrey. He was brought down by Akeem Hicks. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Rosas now to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. Powers through. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Number 34.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 45.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. On the right side, this is Miller.
Complete to
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
A gain of 14. And the Bears 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Second and 11. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and the 11.
He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
For the field goal, a 52-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within a point.
Score Panthers 21, Bears 20.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A shotgun snap for Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Onto the field now come the Bears. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Now they try the right side here. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, and a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Newton. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Newton, he'll buy some time right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 17 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
23.
One of the selling points at the end route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
The pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 3 yards.
He's back to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Chicago.
Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Back to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Chase McLaughlin.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Moore now to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Taken in at the 22. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Chicago offense set to get started. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And the pressure gets to him again.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 30
from the gun. Newton, short throw to the tight end Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
3 at the 39-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards, the pickup, first down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
48-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
41-yard line.
Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and that changes everything here in OT. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish?
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. And I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
At their own 28.
The Panthers about ready to take over. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
No, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Throwing is Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
At the 37-yard line.
They run with Bolden. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. This to win it in overtime. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and we will play on here in overtime. So it's his second missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good. Drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another